Hello there, Reactor Fandom. It is I, Lucamus Prime here, and today I have a very special video to mark this special event where I'm going to be ranking the live action movies I've seen about my favourite superhero, which is Superman. So just to clarify, guys, this will only be including the standalone Superman movies, so I won't be including things like Batman vs Superman or Justice League, which have Superman in them, because he's not like the #1 main protagonist, is he? Because you've got others in them. And I won't be including the live-action Supergirl movie either, despite being connected to the Christopher Reeve films, because Superman doesn't even appear in it at all, so yeah. Alright, so, here we go. So, starting with my all-time favourite Superman movie, which is Superman 2, released in 1980, but I prefer the Richard Donner cut, which was released in 2006. So, what I like about this movie, so, definitely the performances by, like, the whole cast, such as the great Christopher Reeve as Superman and Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, and absolutely Terrence Stamp as General Zod. He was, like, a fantastic villain's performance as Zod. Once again, I also did love Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. He's my favourite Lex Luthor. I also liked Jackie Cooper as Perry White. I also liked Sarah Douglas as Ursa, and Jack O'Halloran as Non. And I like this cut of the film, Richard Donner cut, because it adds, you know, scenes which are better, such as, for example, Lois proving that Clark is Superman by shooting him with a blank. That was a very good scene. And also, I like how it also made Zod and Ursa Non more ruthless, like when they're attacking the White House. Like, I really liked that. And also how they did a scene where Lois tries to prove Clark is Superman by jumping out a window, but Clark saves her by not turning into Superman. And he humiliates her, basically. Like, that was a pretty funny scene, actually. I also, the fight scene between Superman and the trio of evil Kryptonians at the end was in Metropolis was also amazing as well. Really good. And visual effects were also very good, considering it was released in 1980s. Very amazing visual effects. And the music as well by Ken Thorne was also spectacular. I like how he used the same music cues as John Williams' score from the first Superman film. And I also liked the bit where Superman defeats Zod by crushing his hand. Like, that was an amazing scene. And also, I love the whole chemistry between Christopher Reeve and Margot Kidder as Clark and Lois. Like, that was really that was perfection. And I give this movie a flat out 10 out of 10. Absolutely. And it was this movie that actually made Superman a superhero. It's actually this is the first film that I saw about Superman. My first ever superhero movie that I saw. And that's why it holds a special place in my heart. So, my second favourite would be Man of Steel in 2013. Now, this is a movie that I absolutely anticipated when I was, I think I was actually 13 when I saw this. I was a teenager, my first teenager film that I saw. And this is a movie that I extremely anticipated. I was very, very excited for. And the waiting paid off. I love the performances by Henry Cavill as Superman, and also Michael Shannon as General Zod, Amy Adams as Lois, Russell Crowe as Jor-El, definitely Kevin Costner and Diane Lane as Jonathan and Martha Kent, and also Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White, and also the actresses for Fiora as well, and also the other characters. They were all spectacular choices for the cast, I'm telling you. I also really loved Hans Zimmer's soundtrack. It was so epic. And the action scenes, definitely the invasion of Metropolis, and also the fight scene between Zod and Superman was also amazing. Really well done. Visuals are also great, because if you know this guy, the entire Metropolis background is completely CGI, isn't it? Which was pretty amazing. I like the new story of Kal-El as well, where it's slightly different to other movies we've seen before. That was very well done, and the development of Kal-El was also great as well. And now, sure, Henry Cavill's my second favourite Superman, but I think he's definitely the best one since Christopher Reeve, and I give this movie a 10 out of 10. My third favourite would be Superman the movie, released in 1978, and I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. What I like about this, once again, the performances, especially from Christopher Reeve and Margot Kidder and Gene Hackman, and definitely the great Marlon Brando as Jor-El. Like, he was a perfect choice for Jor-El, my favourite Jor-El. And also, once again, Jackie Cooper as Perry White was also a perfect choice. And also the guy who played the young Clark Kent was also very good, even though his dialogue was dubbed by Christopher Reeve for consistency. And I love how this movie developed Clark as well, how he grew up with Jonathan and Martha. That was really good. The music by John Williams was also really amazing. And also the whole story of Superman's first act as a hero was also perfect. Like, I can't resist smiling at him being a hero in this movie. So yeah. The one problem I have with this movie is probably the lack of screen time for Zod, Ursula and Nom, because when they appeared on trial at the beginning of the movie, I thought we'd see them later in the movie, but unfortunately they don't appear again because we only see them in the Phantom Zone after the trial, don't we? And that's it, sadly. So yeah. But nonetheless, thought at least we came back in the sequel, Superman 2. Now, my fourth favourite would be Superman Returns in 2006. So what I like about this... I definitely did like Brandon Routh's portrayal of Superman. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that he's just like trying to be like Christopher Reeve, and that's true. That's what he's doing, guys. So we can't criticize him just because he's trying to be like Christopher Reeve, because that's just what he was going for. Because this movie is meant to be a continuation of the original movies, but it ignores the third and fourth Superman movies. So yeah. And visuals are also really good and quite better than the first four films because it's later in the years, more better technology for the visuals. I also love the music by, I think it's, who was it? Was it John Ottman, I think it was? Yeah, he did a great job as well, bringing in John Williams' Superman theme as well. I also did love how they included Marlon Brando's speech from the first Superman movie at the start of this movie. Like, that gives me chills hearing his voice as Jor-El. And I also liked the whole sequence of Superman saving Metropolis from, I think it was the earthquake, I think it was, or something. Yeah, that was really good. Like, the action in this movie was also very good and very well done. And I also did like the scene where he saves a plane when he comes back. That was very well executed. Now, there is a couple of downfalls I have with this movie, guys. My number one downfall of this movie has to be Lois. Like, I really hated Kate Bosworth's portrayal of her. Like... she always sounded so miserable and angry, like, what the heck? And in addition, like, she literally had no chemistry with Brandon Routh as Superman at all. Like, you'd think they had no, like, romance for each other at all, which is ridiculous, isn't it? So I did not like Lois at all in this movie. Well, they could have done her better in this. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be asking, what did I think of Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor? Now, I'll be honest, guys. If I was doing this ranking back in 2006 or before 2016, I'd probably say Kevin Spacey is my favourite Lex Luthor. But after I learned about him, about what he really is in real life, because he's a molester, I don't have any respect for him or kind words to give him. I'm sorry. So yeah, I am not going to give any respect to Kevin Spacey's portrayal of Lex Luthor. But nonetheless, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. My fifth here would be Superman 3 from 1983. The same Return of the Jedi came out. Now, I have like mixed opinions on this movie. I don't hate it, but I do have quite a few big problems with it. So what I liked once again the great Christopher Reeve's performance, especially when he plays evil Superman. Like, that was really well acted by Christopher Reeve. His performance was definitely the best part of this movie. I also liked how, compared to other movies, Jimmy Olsen had like a slightly bigger role because he was in a power station, wasn't he? And he got saved by Superman. I did also like the special effects. They were pretty top-notch as well. Slightly better than the first two films. And once again, the music was also very good as well. But the cons, I definitely did not like the lack of screen time for Lois. Because she was obviously in a cameo in this movie because Margot Kidder had, creative differences with Richard Lester because Richard Donner got fired, didn't he? So her role was like about 2 minutes in this movie, which sucked. And I also wish Perry White had more screen time as well, Perry, because Perry White is an amazing character. I also think the antagonist of this movie, Ross Webster, he wasn't as like compelling as like Lex Luthor or Zod in this movie, sadly. I also did not like Gus, Vera or Lorelai. Like, they were so utterly annoying. Like, I don't hate Richard Pryor. I think he's an amazing comedian, especially when he collaborates with Gene Wilder. But I hated like his performance as Gus Gorman in this movie. Like, he was so utterly annoying. I couldn't take him at all. But the one biggest problem I have with this movie, guys, and you could probably agree with me, is when Superman's fighting the big computer, it traps him in a plastic bubble, and he can't breathe. And I'm like, he can breathe in space! Like, are you serious? He can breathe in space with no air, and he can't breathe in a bubble? Seriously? But, yeah. So, nonetheless, I'll give this movie a 7 out of 10. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty, the one Superman movie that I absolutely hate the most, which is definitely Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, released in 1987. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm going to get the good stuff out of the way first. I can't really think of much good stuff. Obviously, Christopher Reeve did the best he could as Superman, and obviously Margot Kidder did the lowest. I like how compared to Superman 3, she had definitely way more screen time. I liked as well Gene Hackman returning as Lex Luthor, thank goodness, because he was much better than, you know, Ross Webster. I also liked as well, you know, Superman's speech as well to the United Nations as well. That was really good, at least. That was probably one of the very few good things. On to the bad stuff, definitely special effects. Like, what happened to the special effects in this movie? They were absolute garbage. And also, since when could Superman repair walls with his vision? Like, seriously, he only has heat vision. He never had repair vision at all before. Like, what the heck? In addition, the antagonist in the movie called Nuclear Man, didn't really like him very much. He was quite forgettable. He takes a woman called Lacey into space because he has a crush on her. And what I think is ridiculous is, she can breathe in space. Like, seriously, there's no air in space at all. She should have died in space, and she didn't. Like, seriously? Like, that was a big problem I had, and in addition to that, Lex Luthor creates Nuclear Man by using a strand of Superman's hair that he gets from a museum. How could he cut the hair? His hair should be indestructible. Like, that's ridiculous. And in addition, Nuclear Man, he goes inside of the, I think it's Vesuvius to start the volcanic eruption again. What's weird is, he can't survive without sunlight. Like, he powers down without the sunlight, guys, and inside a volcano, there's no sunlight coming in into it because it's so dark, isn't it, and full of lava, so he should have powered down inside the volcano, but he didn't, did he, which is very strange. So, the most generous I can give this movie, guys, is probably a 3 out of 10. That's it. I just really hate this movie. And, I mean, then again, I'm not the only one, because Christopher Reeve hates this movie as well. Like, I'm very surprised that he returned to Superman in this movie. So this is me doing my ranking of the Superman movies, guys. So yeah, be sure to give this video a like. And also be sure to let us know how you guys would rank these movies as well. I'd love to see how you guys would rank them. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel for videos coming in the future. And I will see you all later.